There was a brave hunter named Big Bear, and by his side was his best friend, a clever little pig everyone called HitPig. HitPig wasn't just any pig, oh no. When he was just a tiny piglet, he learned how to help people find their lost pets, fluffy kittens, runaway hamsters, even slippery snakes. With every adventure, HitPig grew smarter and braver, until he became the greatest hunting pig in the land. One day, Big Bear and HitPig were offered $1,000 shiny dollars to catch a lizard. They set off with smiles, certain this would be an easy task. But when they arrived, they discovered it wasn't a lizard at all. It was a fearsome crocodile with glittering golden teeth. With a mighty roar and a snap of its jaws, the crocodile gobbled up poor Big Bear, leaving HitPig all alone. Years later, in a faraway place, inside the humming halls of a nuclear power plant, a curious mongoose was sent on a strange journey. He scurried through a long silver tube and entered a glowing room filled with a magical substance called plutonium. But something wonderful, and a little frightening, happened. When the mongoose touched the glowing energy, his fur began to shimmer, and his whole body sparkled with bright pink light. Happy with his new shine, the molecule ran away from there. And at the same time, there was a big explosion that destroyed the whole plant. While walking in the snow, the snake, whose name is Pickles, sees that a net is passing by him and he realizes that he is saved from trouble. Looking back, he sees a HitPig, which was sent to catch him. Pickles using his atomic gas to escape from the HitPig and makes another blast. And fortunately, both Pickles and HitPig were saved from this blast. Meanwhile, a 3-ton elephant named Pickles in Vegas starts his new dance show with his trainer Lippin. Earlier, Lippin had many accidents on the stage, due to which all his reputation and fame was lost. When he was returning, he promises that his show will be memorable. Pickles shows his dance with the dogs and Lippin also comes on the stage. But during the performance, Lippin crushes all the dogs and when he tries to jump into the elephant's arms, he falls himself. And here, instead of admitting his mistake, he blames Pickles and says that he will fix everything by the opening night. After a few hours, during dinner, the HitPig gets an alert of a new fugitive animal. He finds out that an animal rights activist has gone to free a koala from a zoo. HitPig immediately starts his van and sets out to catch him. On the other hand, Lippin, along with his pet crocodile, locks the dogs and elephants in their cage so that they do not come out during the show. After searching the city, HitPig finds a koala in a bar. The koala tells that he ran away from the children to escape, who used to harass him in the zoo. HitPig finds a lollipop stuck behind koala's head. Then a man comes to pet koala's fur, but koala kills him. After this, a fight starts in the bar. Koala tries to run away, but HitPig surrounds him. And there is a very fierce competition between the two, in which koala throws HitPig out of the window. But with the help of a nun, HitPig catches him. And for that month, he earns about $10,000 from catching animals. When Lippin goes out of the room, his cleaner servant comes to feed the animals. And he is very sad that he cannot free them. On this, Pickles shows him the newspaper of Lilly dos Anjos, which is known to free many animals from captivity. That night, Lilly contacts HitPig and tries to make her understand that her work is ruining the lives of animals. But HitPig says that this is her money and her job is to return the animals to their homes. During the conversation, Lilly hacks HitPig's bank account and steals all the money in it so that she can help more animals. After stealing the money, Lilly meets Pickles and says that she will take him back to India, where he should have been. She promises that she will soon save the pet dogs too. Then she connects Pickles' cage to her car and takes him to the airport. When Lipin finds out that Pickles is missing, he calls HitPig and gives him an offer of $1 million to bring the elephant back. And with the help of his computer, he finds out that Pickles is going to India by a plane. But before reaching India, the plane stops in England. And there, Pickles sees the hologram light of the elephant coming out of a building. Seeing him, he runs away and starts roaming in his cage on the road. Meanwhile, he bumps into a car, which broke his cage, and he becomes free. While walking on the road, he reaches the building and enters the dressing room, where he wanted to change his look. At the same time, the head pick also reaches London and comes to this building in search of the elephant. He walks along the pipe, and as soon as he was about to catch Pickle, he runs out. On reaching the stage, Pickle sees that many people were rehearsing in elephant costumes, and he also starts dancing with them. And when he hugs a dancer, his mask breaks. At that time, Pickles comes to know that he is a human. Scared, Pickles starts running away and destroys all the decorations of the stage. Then he reaches the roof of a building where he looks at the hologram elephant. Then HitPig comes to him, and Pickles also considers him an elephant because his nose was like an elephant. HitPig tells him that he is a friend of Leisha and has come to take him back home. Meanwhile, both of them slip and fall. HitPig reaches the roof of a bus swinging his gun. But his gun broke in the middle, which made him angry. Still, he didn't give up and somehow catches a bus to reach the airport. Meanwhile, to reach the airport, HitPig takes the form of a woman and passes the security check. And then he calls Lipin and tells her that her work is almost done. But when Pickles is going to the bathroom in the plane, she comes late and a fight starts between both of them with a tranquilizer dart. In a while, both of them faint and fall on the ground. Meanwhile, Pickles accidentally pulls the handle of the emergency door and many passengers fall out of the plane. HitPig is also about to fall, but Pickles catches him with his tail. Leisha also tries to save him, but the elephant and the pig both fall from the plane. While falling, Pickles catches a passenger's stockings and they use it like a parachute and get down on safe ground. In anger, HitPig scolds Pickles that now they are stuck in the middle of a mess. When he is trying to find a way out, Pickles makes a friendship with a lizard. And HitPig gathers some old parts and starts making a car so that he can return to the city. Here, when Pickles and Mole are having fun, it feels like they are singing and dancing in a musical. And in the morning, when HitPig finally prepares a car made of UFO parts, he calls Pickles to go. And before leaving there, both say goodbye to Mole. During the journey, Pickles presses all the buttons on the control panel of the car because he was curious to know the function of each button. And at the same time, the elephant starts the turbine and the car starts moving fast. During the journey, Pickles sees an elephant-shaped balloon at a distance. To get it, he suddenly stops the car. And when he climbs in the basket of elephant balloons, the balloon starts flying. And the HitPig has to climb into another balloon to catch it. But as soon as he tries to reach the elephant, he falls down. Pickles also jumps behind him and both fall into a chicken-shaped balloon. During the flight, the elephant tells that he is eagerly waiting to go to India because he was separated from his family as a child. And since then, he has never met any animal like him and has spent most of his life in a cage. Hearing this, the head pig realizes that he is making such a big mistake and he is also sad to betray his friend. And after a long journey, the two reach San Francisco, California. There, HitPig uses an umbrella to break the balloon so that it can get down and return to Vegas. And during that crash, both of them go to the recording studio of a reality food show. And HitPig gets a chance to be a chef for a day. During the conversation, HitPig tells that he likes to cook a lot. Then Pickles encourages him to take advantage of this opportunity. During the fall, Pickles' hand is injured, so he decides to help HitPig. And both of them make a delicious omelette together. And in the second round, HitPig has to cook a prawn. But when he finds out that the prawn is alive, he tries to save it from Pickles. And in this attempt, the whole set breaks. Anyway, HitPig presents his omelette to the judges. After eating the first bite, the judge praises him and HitPig gets a trophy. At the same time, Lipin and Latia are watching a TV show and decide to go to San Francisco to meet Pickles. Suddenly, HitPig gets a call from Lipin, who says that he is coming to pick up his dance partner and he orders him to stay there. But HitPig runs away with his friend and decides to tell him the truth. As soon as he is about to tell the truth, he finds out that Pickles has entered a new building and is sitting in the bathtub to take a bath. At the same time, Louie helps him to rub it. At the same time, HitPig takes a snap and sees the dream of his dead companion Byra. While dreaming, he says what is in his heart that he does not know what is right. To take $1 million reward or to save your friend from returning to a very sad life. Byra tells him that she never looked for animals for a reward. In fact, she used to work to return them to their home. She tells how she once saved a small running pig, because she knew that giving it back would mean making it in a bad condition. And from that day on, the head pig had become her best friend. As soon as the dream ends, Louie wakes up the head pig and tells him that a leak has occurred due to the Pickles. The head pig runs upstairs and sees that the Pickles can't swim, because his mother didn't teach him. HitPig connects some things and makes a way to get out of it. But when he can't reach there, Pickles saves him with his music. While HitPig floats all night and gives oxygen to Pickles so that he can stay alive. Meanwhile, the postman throws a newspaper outside, due to which the glass of the door breaks and the water comes out. And in the stream of that water, those two friends also flow and come to the road. At the same time, Pickles became unconscious, seeing which HitPig gets scared. But after a while, Pickles opens his eyes and they hug each other. That's when Lipin comes there and gives the reward money to catch HitPig. Hearing this, Pickles was surprised that his friend was cheating on him. When HitPig is asked, he tells the truth that he was given a job to take Pickle back to the circus. But he changed his mind on the way, because now he had become a friend. HitPig tries to return Lipin's money and says that he himself will take Pickle to India. But now after knowing the truth, Pickle does not accept his help and leaves from there. When Lipin sees that the elephant does not want to go back to Vegas, he calls the crocodile named Fluffy. Looking at the crocodile, HitPig recognizes that it is the same animal that had eaten Byra. And he faints there out of fear. He runs to catch the fluffy Pickles and after a while, Lipin and the elephant get away from San Francisco. Latia comes there and picks up the HitPig and knows everything. Then HitPig and Latia decide to get rid of the Pickles. HitPig takes his reward money and goes to the van where he finds out that Latia had used the same van to save Picket and Koala, who were caught by HitPig. And now the animals get a chance to take revenge and they attack HitPig. But somehow everyone gets equal and the team decides to save Pickle. To help in the mission, the HitPig calls the cartoon superhero named Super Rooster and promises to give him $1 million. Latia is surprised to see that this pig is ready to spend all his money on saving his friend. Here at night when the elephant starts sleeping, he was very sad. But he still dances. Meanwhile, Lipin has closed the emergency exit and the whole hall turns into a rocket. And at the beginning of the countdown, Lipin tells everyone to fasten their belts. HitPicker and his team follow the rocket in the van. And at the same time, Super Rooster accelerates the van. And Pickett gives fuel to the van with his gas. Here in space, Lipin continues his show and makes Pickles dance. Then HitPig's van is seen and Pickles leaves the stage. In anger, Lipin sends Fluffy to eat the pig and himself runs after the elephant. It connects with the van rocket and as soon as it enters, HitPig and Fluffy have a fight. Pickett and Koala also fight. Poodle also gets trapped in the fight. Here HitPig Fluffy is attacked, which leads to an accident and van rocket was separated. Lipin and Crocodile fly into outer space and all the animals are also pulled. And Pickles also gets trapped there. HitPig was also unconscious, but Super Rooster saves him. And Koala also helps to save Pickles and everyone returns to the rocket. With the power of Pickett's gas and Super Rooster, everyone returns to Earth. Van's parachute opens and everyone lands safely. Everyone opens the seat belt and claps. At the end of the show, HitPig says that everyone should go back to their homes. Leisha invites Koala to go to Australia. And promises to introduce Super Rooster Pickett to filmmakers. Louis stays in Las Vegas and takes care of Poodles. And their HitPig takes Pickle to India and returns to America and starts a business of selling omelets in a trailer. After a year, Pickle comes to meet his friend. And tells that he couldn't find his family. Then he comes back to Vegas and sees that HitPig and Leisha together with their other friends now save helpless animals. And now Pickle also becomes a part of their team. And with this movie ends here. Thanks a lot for watching.